जय श्री माताजी। उपस्थित सहयोगी भाई बहनों का शाम के सामूहिक ध्यान के सत्र में हम स्वागत करते हैं। We welcome all Sahajayogi brothers and sisters from all over the world, from Pratishthan Pune. दोनों हाथ गोदी में रखते हैं। We will keep our both hands on lap and feel the vibration on both hands. चैतन्य का अनुभव करते हुए हम सामूहिकता में कुंडलिनी उठा के बंधन लेते हैं। श्री माताजी की सुंदर प्रतिमा को देखते हुए प्रार्थना करते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी, आज के सामूहिक ध्यान करने के लिए हमें अनुमति प्रदान कीजिए। श्री माताजी, हमें ध्यान में बैठने की अनुमति प्रदान कीजिए। धीरे धीरे आंखें बंद कर लेते हैं। तीन महामंत्र, तत्पश्चात श्री गणेश मंत्र।
सरस्वती
संतुलन करते हैं। हम हमारा राइट हैंड धरती तत्व पे रखते हैं, लेफ्ट हैंड गोदी में। प्रार्थना करते हैं, परम पूज्य श्री माताजी कृपा कर हमारी ईड़ा नाड़ी को शुद्ध कीजिए। श्री माताजी हमें शुद्ध इच्छा शक्ति प्रदान कीजिए। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी कृपा कर हमारी ईड़ा नाड़ी को शुद्ध कीजिए। श्री माताजी हमें शुद्ध इच्छा शक्ति प्रदान कीजिए। अपना राइट हैंड गोदी में लेते हैं, लेफ्ट हैंड आकाश की तरफ। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी कृपा कर हमारी पिंगला नाड़ी को शुद्ध कीजिए। हमें शुद्ध कार्य शक्ति प्रदान कीजिए। फिर से कहते हैं, परम पूज्य श्री माताजी कृपा कर हमारी पिंगला नाड़ी को शुद्ध कीजिए। श्री माताजी हमें शुद्ध कार्य शक्ति प्रदान कीजिए। अपना लेफ्ट हैंड गोदी में लेते हैं, संपूर्ण चित्त मध्य मूलाधार पे रखेंगे। दो से 3 मिनट हम मूलाधार चक्र पे ध्यान करते हैं, प्रार्थना करते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी हमारे अंदर स्थित श्री गणेश तत्व पूरी तरह से जागृत कर दीजिए। We will keep our attention on center Muladhar Chakra and will pray. Shri Mataji, please establish Shri Ganesha principle within us. मूलाधार चक्र पे 1 से 2 मिनट चित्त केंद्रित करते हैं। धीरे धीरे अपने चित्त को मूलाधार चक्र से सुषुम्ना नाड़ी से सहस्रार पे लाते हैं। श्री माताजी से प्रार्थना करेंगे, परम पूज्य श्री माताजी कृपा कर हमारी सुषुम्ना नाड़ी को शुद्ध कीजिए, हमें पूर्ण संतुलन प्रदान कीजिए। चित्त को सहस्रार में रखते हुए फिर से प्रार्थना करते हैं, परम पूज्य श्री माताजी कृपा कर हमारी सुषुम्ना नाड़ी को शुद्ध कीजिए और हमें पूर्ण संतुलन प्रदान कीजिए। दोनों हाथ गोदी में रखेंगे। दोनों हाथों पे चैतन्य का अनुभव करेंगे। चित्त को सहस्रार में रखते हुए परम पूज्य श्री माता जी की अमृतवाणी को आत्मसात करते हैं।
And we used to walk 3 paces forward and 4 paces backwards. Now, we would request you to take to this flight and have the joy. The third thing which is very important to be understood is that the mind, which is so confused a terminology, I don't know what English word mind means. But if you think mind is your intellect, by which you think, is the buddhi, then this mind has had many ramblings, in the West especially. So the complication is much worse because the mind has gone round and round and round. So the first impact of realization of this resurrection is seldom of joy. And even if it is of joy, one comes down. It may be in many cases that the joy comes only for an hour or so, and then you come back to your position. Then again you start rising. Now when you start rising, you face your complications and your complicated methods. First of all, your priorities have been wrong because of your intellectual ways of doing things. Priorities like wasting your energy on petty things, as we do always. Say, now this is not fixed properly. So, just to lose temper on that. Somebody comes late, then you are angry. The norms, you see, that are made as important, that you have to be in time. Time is very important. For what? Because we won the war, Waterloo War, because of time. But nobody is going to fight here a war, you see. We are not doing the same jobs what these people were doing, you see. We are not soldiers who had to fight a war. We are soldiers of patience. So time, if the identification is too much to the dot time business, then there are double forces which comes into play. One is your identification with the time, and the other is my play of befooling. You will never get things in time after realization. It will be all untimely. Then you will realize that it was stupidity. Because straightway you do not understand. Simple identification like time, if you go a little further with it, see now, in Kundalini, what is the timing? Can you say what time you are going to get your realization? At what time exactly according to watch? My watch is, just now, is 7:30. But it could be 7, could be 7:15, could be 6, could be 1. It's my own watch. I'll have it the way I want. In the same way, you are not to be the slave of the watch. Now, the timing, if you try other tricks, also, any such things like foolish things like that, for example, people are very particular about the mannerism of others, not their own, but about others. If the other has a little peculiar mannerism, finished, then they have no patience for that person. It is so outside a person, because you are not seeing the inside of a person. And when these misidentifications stick on to you too much, then I have to do something about it, isn't it? I mean, what? There's no other way but to play tricks with you. Then you get confused with Sahaja Yoga. You think, oh, I was very much all right. What's the matter? There was a lady in America whom I gave realization. She was an Indian lady running a shop. Imagine, an Indian running a shop in America had it. I mean, she was nothing but a shop. She couldn't think of anything else but her shop. And she knew everything what was in the shop. She knew all the pricing. She knew everything, her profits, this thing, that. And when she got realization, she forgot all about it. She just forgot, and she didn't know where she had things. And she was quite worried. She said, what has happened to me now? I'm not worried about the shop, and I don't remember where I've put the things, and this thing happens and all that. But the result was, though she was so much worried and upset, that she was making a big profit, much bigger than it was before. And she couldn't understand what was the matter. How was it she was in such a mess? And she started telling me, Mother, I can't understand. This has happened, and I was so confused that I lost all my sense of direction, of time and everything. And I was making such a lot of profit. So how is it? What is happening to me? I mean, I don't understand. How to work it out? And she was very good at accounts, you see, but she could not do any accounting. And ultimately she found that without doing any accounting, the money she gathered was quite a lot. And the things started prospering. So I said, now leave it that way. Why do you want to worry to get back to the same position where you had to write every $1, $2? Now she says, I have to write by $100. The thing is like that. Now what happens really? When this happens, you go beyond thoughts. And when you go beyond thoughts, accept that as a blessing. Accept that as your achievement. Accept that as your resurrection. Because you go beyond thoughts, and with thoughts you have been doing all these meticulous things. See, your thoughts disappear and you do not get those information and those complete efficiency, you see, recording by which you know you are efficient or not. Your efficiency to look at goes down. But on the whole, because you are in thoughtless awareness, the whole dynamism of God's working starts working for you, and you are amazed at the results, and you are absolutely relaxed. As if all of them start working for you and you are just watching the way it is and wondering what it is. But unless and until you understand the importance of that thoughtless awareness, that point, as this is the point where I have to speak in the same way, you understand the importance of that thoughtless awareness of your resurrection, of your entering into the realm of divine blessings, you will stick on to your thoughts. Then you start working out on your thoughts, and there I play that nothing will work out according to your thoughts and will be very obvious. You will think of something, plan about something. It must fail. If it does not fail, you will not give up your thoughts. And then people again get confused that, Mother, I wanted to do this, but I wanted to do this, I believed in it. So all your beliefs and all your wants get absolutely neutralized and you are bewildered. Because you have to leave all these things in the hands of God. He does everything. You do not do anything. He is Almighty. When there is Almighty to do work for you, why do you want to do it unnecessarily? Just to pamper your ego, and the ego is also wrong because you do not do anything. Just think of it. God only can have ego because He does everything, while your ego has no meaning, it doesn't do anything. And because of these ramblings around, the way you have made your brain, you see, every time something comes up and then another. This is not, that is not. Like that you start verifying everything. Even people verify whether I should buy this or not. Should I buy that? Should I do this? Like that. They walk, you see, with their vibratory awareness all the time using that. So the truth is born to them. They know what is truth, what is not. They can verify through their attention, their chitta, the truth. First your chitta gets enlightened, then in that enlightenment you find the truth. But the joy is still missing because of your ramblings. But to an uncomplicated person, if he gets his resurrection, he shoots off. He's not bothered about these ramblings. Like a little birdie which is born out of the egg, starts thinking, now, how should I move my wings? So it goes to a library and tries to find it. If not, it will consult other little birds. Let us sit down and find out how do we move our wings. The wings have the power to rise. Allow them to rise. And that's what happens. That's why all these ramblings are there. So you go to the one side, to the truth, finding of everything. Then the attention is more on collective consciousness and on the truth. So naturally, finding out truth about others, you see, immediately you say, oh, he's catching this, he's catching that, that's wrong with that, and that's wrong with that. But if you're in the stage of joy, which I am, I don't know much about Sahaja Yoga. Actually, I come to know through you people. I'm in complete joy. And there, you see, you find, oh, he's catching like this, he's like this, this fellow has this problem and that fellow has that problem and that must be the reason that is there. Now they have all become birds. There are no more eggs now. Just a little bit of yolk here and there, you see, it's clinging to their body, mother will cleanse them, finish. But what happens is that we still think they are still in the egg, because they you see, still go back to the shell. They are afraid to fly. So how can it fly? You see, it is in the shell and still worried about raising the wings out. See? Doesn't want to come out. So the shell has to fall off fully. Instead of taking out the shell, you also enter into your shell thinking, oh God, why is he in the shell? I better get into my shell as well. And this happens. With that, the resurrection is delayed. Resurrection is only complete when you reach to the state of joy. But let's see what happens to an ordinary villager in India when I give him realization. He just has joy. And he doesn't want to know anything about it. Knowing is not his job. He just knows joy. At the most he knows about the chakras and how it works and all those things. I mean, his style is looking from there, everything. He sees everything so clearly. We have some very big Sahaja yogis in India, you know that, of a very great height. The other day I received a letter from one of them. I was amazed the way he's expressing himself. Most amazed. He was talking just like Socrates. There's one fellow who met me, who was just an ordinary car driver, you know, these bullock carts we have. He was driving me down in one of these processions we have there in a village. And I started talking to him. I was amazed. He was Kabira. Just like that he was speaking to me. He said the whole world is open to us now. The whole universe opens at me and wonders what a lotus I have become, and my fragrance fills up. I was amazed at him. The poetry was on me. A bullock cart driver. Because he didn't have any ramblings. He's there. He's reached there. And you ask him, what's the matter with this fellow? How is he? Oh, he is coming up. He's very well. He's very well now. Much better, much better. Never would they tell me that he's catching on this chakra or that chakra and all these details. You see, the schedule of the whole thing is that at 5 o'clock he was catching on his nabi. At 5:02 he was catching in his heart. At 2:05 he was catching on his agya. And then suddenly he was catching on his left swadhisthana. So now the answer, what was he suffering from? Now you sit down for an examination. Because giving examination has been your habit. So you want to study the whole subject in a way as if you are appearing for your MBBS examination. And you want to write down the whole history of the patient and come down to a conclusion. And conclusion would be all wrong because by that time the person would have got realization and would be checking your chakras. This is the topsy-turvy of Sahaja Yoga is the most interesting thing, the way it plays with you and makes you understand that it is not the way you people go about losing all your sense of humor, becoming such serious people, and getting frustrated and then losing your tempers. No, it is joy in which one has to get into. And that joy you can have if you give up those ramblings. Like some of them wrote a letter to me saying that, Mother, we went through Gregor's book. It's very difficult for us. We just don't follow a word about it. While they are very great Sahaja yogis. He said, we've given up. You see, we knew English all right, but this is too much for us. It's too much. We just can't get into it, you see. And part of it was all right when he said about seeking and when you met you. After that, we don't know what is all that written there. We don't understand anything. So next time when you come, why not write another book, you see, which just says what we found. So simple as they are all educated people, not that they are not, but they do not have these complications. And these complications, as we have in the West, we should be careful about it. It's just, I tell you why, because somehow the movement is set in the West. And in everything we go to extremes. In everything. You give them anything. I mean, a simple thing you give them, you know. You tell them, now, I give you 10 flowers, all right. You give me 10 flowers, all right. Then I take them to a vase, put them there. No. You give 10 flowers to a Western fellow. He'll write a letter to you. Thank you very much for the 2 daffodils and 1 daisy and 1 this and 1 that and 1. And I know from what shop you've got them. And then they will go in the shop and find out how much I must have paid. Then they'll find out now how to repay it back, you see, because you've given them 10 flowers, must be 1 more, 11 at least. How much will it cost? So the costing will be there. All right, then they'll sit down and find out what are the aesthetics of particular things are, and then which one things should we give. And I mean, it's a headache, I tell you. A simple thing like giving 10 flowers. You see. This is going to one extreme. Now the problem is, with all this going, with all these happenings, where are we reduced to? What are we reduced to? Do you recognize? Do you see? What is the most important thing now for us? Not our economic activity, is it? No. Even drinking activity is not important. Of course, that is one of the second most, I think, or maybe the third most, or drugging. Nothing is important. The very rudimentary activity that every animal knows has become the most important activity for Western mind. I mean, as if we are reduced to a sex point. I mean, it's something madness, I tell you. I mean, you are resurrected now. You can see it so clearly, but what about those who cannot see? What do you say to them? How do you talk to them? And this is the biggest problem. That you do not know where you are heading for. Where are you? You have lost your moorings, you see, because of these ramps. The moorings are lost. You cannot find out the depth where you are. It's like going all over the places, you land back in the same place. Like I'd seen a picture that some people who got drifted, you see, in an aeroplane and suddenly got fainted and all that. And they thought that they are going in the other outer space or something and landing in some new place. And they landed in a place suddenly, and they found it was a very beautiful place. There was a river and a beautiful mountain. They thought they must have landed in moon or some planet which is such a beautiful, plentiful thing, you see. And they were very happily settled. They said, now we'll settle down here nicely, make our home just like Robin Hood, and be very happy people. And with that idea they slept. And in the morning they were awakened by an English policeman saying, hey, what are you doing here? They were in England only. They flew from England and flew back into this place, and they did not know where they were. In the imaginary world of this sex, you do not know that you are at the same rudimentary point, at the very base of it, and you have done nothing, no advancement of any kind. Only thing you have created a hallucination, a very melodramatic stuff of the whole thing, and main basic problem is that. This is to be pointed out. This is to be understood. And once you start understanding as Sahajogis, then you will realize how important it is for you people who are in the West to take to Sahaja Yoga in a very big way. And that is the reason also that joy is kept out of you for the time being. Because you must know those ramblings to explain to them. Because supposing you meet a Western philosopher, intellectual, I meet many of them. Headaches, I tell you. Because I'm not so good at these things, you know. And they just ask, did you read Mr. Madcap? I said, who is that? Oh, he's PhD in that, MAD in that. I didn't read it. Oh, he says. All right. You have to read the whole library to talk to any one of them, you see. And then they will say that, you see, this thing doesn't befit our culture. No. Imagine, is that the culture of English or of Western people? The modern intellectuals, you see, what are they? The same rudimentary thing, that's all. Nothing more than that. They are telling you to retain your ego, just to do that. Everything ending up there. And here you have to confront such fools. So it's better that you know all analysis to talk to them. They don't want to hear about God, they don't want to hear about Christ, they don't want to hear about anybody else. But a man who tells them to become just that, their devaluation, we can call it, not evolution. Their degradation, such a person is accepted today and regarded as God. So it is for Sahajogis to understand and recognize the importance of their being Western people, how powerful they should be and how much willpower they should have to fight this, because this is the turning point.
And for me also, this is the turning point. You all have been, all Sahajogis, there's nobody. You have come before, isn't it? Is it? I'm sorry. Can you give her a realization today? Because today as usual, time doesn't sit for me and I don't sit for time. I have to go or something, which you understand. You are all invited in my house for dinner, and everything is cooked there for you, those who want to go. Because I invited some, they came in the morning for lunch, but I couldn't tell all of them. But I'm going out, though I'm there. Those who can go and would like to have something to eat can go to my house. I hope it's sufficient. If not, I hope somebody will look after that side. अचार वचार भी बहुत है घर में, सब निकाल देना और पूड़ी उड़ी बनवा लेना अगर इनके से. Those who want to go to my house are welcome and can taste the food that I prepared and enjoy yourself. I'm sorry today, you see, I have to go, but you will get realization, no problem. Did you get cool breeze in the hand? Nothing? Sure? Now just see that. Again the business of flying. Just see now, are you getting cool breeze or not? Then it's all right. Done. Now you fly. Fly out fast. Immediately. Fly out fast. If you settle down again back into the hole, then it will be difficult. All right? She's got it. So nice. Give her some papers. I didn't know you were new, you see. But still, it's all right. Doesn't matter. These things were meant for Sahajogis, you see. Because they are really great people here, all very knowledgeable. Actually, I have to learn from you many things. I don't know so many things, I tell you. And it was such a knowledge, I tell you, very too much of it. So thank you very much. And somebody has to guide them. छाया, इनको लेके जाओ. और इतनों के लिए तो शायद नहीं होगा, लेकिन जरा सा उसे कहना चावल बना लो और कुछ बना देगा वो. ऐसे काफी है घर में सामान.
आदिशक्ति का संपूर्ण मंत्र लेते हैं। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवे नमो नमः। आरती की तैयारी करते हैं। आरती के लिए खड़े होते हैं।
सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी। दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी। दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जग में संकट कारक कितने लिए अवतार माँ, कितने लिए अवतार। विश्व में तेरी महिमा, विश्व में तेरी महिमा। तू गंगा यमुना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी। दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जो भी शरण में आया सुख ही मिला उसको माँ, सुख ही मिला उसको। बैठ के दिल में संगीत सुन लो, माँ मधु संगीत सुन लो। हो सके जो सेवा, हो सके जो सेवा हमसे करा लेना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। आदिशक्ति माता जी, श्री निर्मला देवी की जय।
परम पूज्य श्री माताजी के चरणों में प्रार्थनाएं अर्पित करते हैं। हम हमारा राइट हैंड लेफ्ट हृदय पे रखेंगे। प्रार्थना करते हैं, परम पूज्य श्री माताजी, आज का सामूहिक ध्यान हम आपके श्री चरणों में समर्पित करते हैं। श्री माताजी, आज के ध्यान में आपने हमें निरानंद प्रदान किया, हमें चैतन्य से आशीर्वादित किया, इसलिए हम आपके हृदय से ऋणी हैं। श्री माताजी, संपूर्ण विश्व में विश्व निर्मल धर्म प्रस्थापित करने हेतु कृपा करके हमें सहयोग प्रचार प्रसार का एक शुद्ध एवं प्रभावी माध्यम बनाइए। श्री माताजी, हमारी सभी प्रार्थनाओं का स्वीकार कीजिए और हमें आशीर्वादित करने की कृपा कीजिए। सामूहिकता में कुंडलिनी उठा के बंधन लेते हैं। यूक्रेन सहजयोगा नेशनल काउंसिल की ओर से बंधन देने हेतु 3 प्रार्थनाएं करते हैं।
जय श्री माता जी। अब हम यूक्रेन के लिए प्रार्थना करेंगे और अपने लेफ्ट हैंड पे बंधन देंगे। श्री माता जी, कृपया करके यूक्रेन के चिर्निगव रीजन, सुमी रीजन, खारखव रीजन, मारियोपोल रीजन, निकोलाइव रीजन, स्लावोतिच रीजन, कीव रीजन पर जो रशिया के एग्रेशन से रॉकेटों के द्वारा अटैक हो रहा है उसको डिसॉल्व कर दीजिए तथा सभी सिविलाइज्ड लोगों को वहाँ पर बचाने में हमारी मदद कीजिए। अब हम दूसरा बंधन देंगे और श्री माता जी से प्रार्थना करेंगे कि यूक्रेन और रशिया के बीच का युद्ध जल्द से जल्द समाप्त हो जाए। अब हम तीसरा बंधन देते हैं और श्री माता जी से प्रार्थना करते हैं कि सभी बच्चे जो अपने माता पिता से बिछड़ गए हैं उन सबको मिलाकर तथा संपूर्ण रूप से यूक्रेन में शांति स्थापित करें। जय श्री माता जी।
आज की सूचनाएं इस प्रकार। नए साधकों के लिए साप्ताहिक ऑनलाइन ध्यान केंद्र लर्निंग सहजयोगा यूट्यूब चैनल द्वारा प्रति शनिवार को शाम 6:30 से 7:30 बजे 26 मार्च से आरंभ हुआ है। अगला सत्र 2 अप्रैल को होगा। कृपया जागृति देने के बाद नए साधकों को ये जानकारी प्रदान करें। सहयोग सीखने में उनको मदद होगी। जन्म शताब्दी वर्ष महोत्सव में चैतन्य रथ द्वारा आत्म साक्षात्कार कार्यक्रम आरंभ हुआ है। 21 मार्च 2022 को छिंदवाड़ा से 3 चैतन्य रथ संपूर्ण भारत यात्रा आरंभ कर चुके हैं। इसका शेड्यूल इस प्रकार है। इकतीस मार्च 1990 में इस दिन श्री माताजी हरियाणा पधारे थे। हरियाणा सामूहिकता सहयोग स्थापना दिवस के रूप में इसे मनाते हैं। इस पावन अवसर पर कल शाम का ध्यान और मातृवंदना का लाइव प्रसारण यमुनानगर हरियाणा सहयोग ध्यान केंद्र से होगा। कल के कार्यक्रम इस प्रकार: अर्ली मॉर्निंग मेडिटेशन सुबह 4 बजे प्रसारित होगा। सुबह का ध्यान सुबह 7:30 बजे लाइव प्रसारित होगा। शाम का ध्यान शाम 7 बजे यमुनानगर से लाइव प्रसारित होगा। आज का ध्यान केंद्र यही संपन्न होता है। जय श्री माताजी। हम सभी सहज संगीत का आनंद लेते हैं।
जैसे भोर शांति का धाम। निर्मल धाम, निर्मल धाम रे, निर्मल धाम, निर्मल धाम रे। अर्पित है तन मन धन अपना, अर्पित है तन मन धन अपना। चरण नहीं ये स्वर्ग की रचना, वास्तविक है नहीं ये कल्पना। ऐसे धाम की करे क्यों तुलना, मंदिर मस्जिद गुरुद्वारे का अब नहीं कोई काम। ये है सुख शांति का धाम, ये है सुख शांति का धाम। निर्मल धाम, निर्मल धाम रे, निर्मल धाम, निर्मल धाम रे। अग्निकुंड है अहंकार का, अग्निकुंड है अहंकार का। जटिल मेरे ही भूतकाल का, जटिल मेरे ही भूतकाल का। जब से बना भिक्षुक इस द्वार का, जब से बना भिक्षुक इस द्वार का। भविष्य उज्ज्वल सहज प्यार का, भविष्य उज्ज्वल सहज प्यार का। यही है मक्का, यही करबला, गंगा जमुना चारों धाम। ये है सुख शांति का धाम, ये है सुख शांति का धाम। निर्मल धाम, निर्मल धाम रे, निर्मल धाम, निर्मल धाम रे। चरणामृत से पावन कर दो, चरणामृत से पावन कर दो। निर्माल्यमय जीवन कर दो, अणु रेणु में चैतन्य भर दो। किताबों में नहीं ज्ञान वो दे दो, यही है गीता वेद, यही है, यही बाइबल कुरान। ये है सुख शांति का धाम, ये है सुख शांति का धाम। निर्मल धाम, निर्मल धाम रे, निर्मल धाम, निर्मल धाम रे। तेरे चरण कमल में रहने वालों में लिख ले मेरा नाम, तेरे चरण कमल में रहने वालों में लिख ले मेरा नाम। ये है सुख शांति का धाम,
शक्तीने कल्पतरूने